Attention, this is your captain speaking. Today I will be proposing my plan in order to fix the problems in the NBA. Now, there are many problems in the NBA, from the viewerships to the players to the play on the field. So let's go over some of the problems and then we will head to my solution to address them. So we'll start here with this video titled, Has the NBA Become an Entitled Daycare? Now this is Scottie Pippen on the PBD podcast. Everyone, you know, who watches NBA or even doesn't. I don't watch much basketball, but I know this guy won 6 championships.
You cannot make players play. Players are now at the point where they are saying, I'm going to play 50 games.
And owners can see.
And you're going to pay me for 82.
That is unfreaking believable, Scotty.
Fans are students of the game. They know the game. And so you seeing players over there that you worked hard all week to earn money and to bring your family out for a family evening, and now they got sitting over there in sweats. That's not even a team uniform. Really? Is this what I save my $800 for? To come see this guy stand on the sideline?
Yeah.
The players are a lot more sensitive. They don't want any reaction with the fans. They don't want the fans having any type of camaraderie with them at all. They have separated themselves. It's the players and it's the fans.
No more
If you
trash
say
talk.
something to me, it better be nice, or I'm gonna have you removed from the arena.
How do you feel about that?
Crazy.
I think it's bad. I think it's bad that players cannot take criticism.
I mean, that gotta be a major problem in the NBA. The players just aren't playing the games. Like, imagine in the NFL, if there was a load management, like, nah, Justin Jefferson ain't rounding up today. You know, he's taking the day off. No, he's healthy, but, you know, he's just taking the day off. Oh, yeah, let's have load management for our freaking QB, okay? We paid all this money. We want to see Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT. Well, he's not playing today, man. Okay, we're going to send in the backup. Okay, the season's 2 day long. And then you can't talk trash to the players. Now maybe the NFL has like an over trash talking problem. I know DK had that kerfuffle, but like, what the heck? Can't say nothing anymore, huh? You just get thrown out of the game. And then a third problem with the NBA that I saw on Twitter, bro. Look at this image. What am I looking at, right? Like I know I main the NFL and the NFL is flooded with ads, but imagine this. What is this? Imagine like a Coinbase ad just on the middle of the football field. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just looks awful, and you're trying to be a sport of history. You're trying to make, like, sick documentaries about the importance of your sport, and you just got, like, random ads flooded all over your field. It looks terrible. It makes the product look trashy. You know, nobody's trying to look at this. And don't just take my word for it. Look at the viewership here. So here we have a graph of the NBA Finals viewership, and as you can see, it is at an almost all-time low. So I don't know, is this maximum viewership, or is this average viewership above it? I don't know, or the household rating. I don't know what that is, bro. I'm gonna be honest, but regardless, okay, numbers bigger before, numbers lower later. Okay, we're at 12.4 million, 11.6. Okay, during the Golden State Warriors versus LeBron series, we're at 20 million. That's darn near half in such a short period of time. Now during COVID, right, they had the bubble. I'm surprised viewership was so low. You know, everybody's at home. You would think they would be watching it, and then we can even go back to the freaking 90s with the Chicago Bulls. Three-peating, look at that, 30 mil. 30 mil, we're at 11 mil. We're at like 1/3. It's been, what, 26 years? 25 years, we're at 1/3. I mean, just look at this decline, okay? Just by and large, just a big decline, okay? But as I promised, I have come up with my solution to fix the major problems in the NBA to get the play on the court up and get the viewership up as well. So here's my PowerPoint presentation. Let's begin. So, slide 1, my qualifications. Some of you might be questioning. Like I said, I don't watch too much NBA, but I am a top 100 Roblox basketball player. That is correct. In Roblox Basketball Legends, I reached top 100 in 1v1s, making me one of the elite athletes. And I'm also the inventor of the kickball tech in Roblox Hoops. That is when you shoot the ball and then jump after shooting it. I was very proficient in it, very pro, shocked a lot of people with my skills. So, now that you can trust that I'm a qualified source in fixing the NBA, let's get to my solutions. So, number 1, we got to shorten the season, okay? The season is too dang long at 82 games. I don't care if it's always been that way. The players aren't playing. At most, they'll play like 50 games. And in those games, what are they playing? Like 40 to 45 minutes? No, that's not good enough, okay? I need the NBA players try-harding every single game, okay? None of this load management, ooh, I'm taking the game off, it doesn't really matter, we'll sneak into the playoffs. No. All of that is solved by my solution here, okay? So we're going to shorten the season to 33 games. Now, I know that seems drastic, okay? But I would say it might not be drastic enough, okay? But if you want to do 50 games, you want to do 40 games, that's fine. But clearly the season at 82 games is too dang long because the players are not doing what they're supposed to do. They just don't have it, okay? MJ played 82 games, but these modern guys are not, which means we must shorten the season because the players are not tough enough to play stinking 82 games anymore, okay? Now, how will the season work? How will the matchups be determined? We're going to have every team play each other once, okay? These are non-divisional teams, by the way. I should have added that in. But for your other teams in your conference and for the opposite conference, okay, everyone team plays each other once. And if you are in the division, you play that divisional rival twice, which gets us our total of 33 games, okay? So you still have your rivalries. Every team gets a matchup. You get to see all the matchups, and every game matters so much more, okay? There won't be any kind of load management going on in a sneaking 33-game season. I can promise you that, okay? But there might be some concerns, right? I'll have to address the concerns. It makes the season too short. It's too short at 33 games, right? We've addressed this, okay? We've been over this. It is not too short. In fact, it might not be short enough. I would like to see if the players are tryharding, okay? I want to know if I turn on an NBA game, nobody's taking the day off, okay? I'm taking time out of my day. I'm spending 3 hours. You better be trying, okay? When I turn on the NBA, excuse me, not the NBA, the NFL, I know dang well they're trying. I know the players are going sicko mode, okay? You're risking your health to be out there and tackle and hit people. They actually care about what they're doing. That's why I'm sticking tuning in, okay? I don't want some garbage on my screen. And you could say, what about ticket revenue? Okay, maybe short term, it might be lower. There's not enough games. But with the increased competition and the increased importance of each game, you might make more money. Maybe not in tickets, but at least in TV viewership. Okay, we look at the NFL. They do not have the longest season. They have a very short season, in fact, only 17 games. And I'm not even giving them 17 games. I'm giving them 33 stinking games, okay? That's almost double an NFL stinking season, okay? So if that's not enough to print money, that's your problem, okay? The NFL is the top league in America. It's not particularly close as far as revenue is concerned, okay? So we're going to follow their model, okay? We look at the model of success. Why is the NFL successful? How can we implement this into our brand, which is the NBA? So next, we have point number 2. We need to shorten the playoffs, okay? This is drastic, and it can be debated. I'm saying one and done playoff games. If you want to do best of 3, fine. But best of 7, it's too dang long, okay? We don't need 7 games. The competition ain't intense. We're just kind of mulling around, just buying our time. No, I want to turn on my TV and see a one and done game. I would watch every single NBA playoff game. I'm not even a viewer because it's a sorry sport. But if it was one and done, I guarantee to you, I'm watching every single playoff game. No doubt about it. That would be too intense. And on top of it, the regular season matters so much more, right? Because you get the home game. If you are the top seed, you get a singular home game. Do you know how important that is versus out of 7 games? Okay, we get 4 home games. They get 3. That doesn't matter that much. I want the one home game. And like I said, it will be must-see television. Everybody has to watch, okay? So they might be all worried, oh, what about our 7 game? What about our 7 game? What about the quantity? Well, let's talk about the stinking quality, okay? Let's focus on the quality, which is something the NBA apparently hasn't done since the 90s as reflected in their viewership, okay? But here's some of the concerns. What about NBA history? Who cares? We're making history. We're making better history. We're making more intense history. Okay, yeah, you can talk about the Game 7s, it's fine. Okay, we look at the NFL. There used to be an NFL championship, and then they merged with the AFL and had the Super Bowl. Okay, you could say, ooh, it hurt the old NFL or blah, blah, blah. What about? It doesn't matter, okay? In 100 years from now, it's not going to matter that much. That's going to be ancient history. We'll have our intense one-game series. And another concern I hear, because I've told some people my idea, is it will increase flukes. Oh, it's too fluky. We want the actual best team to win. But the actual best team is the clutch team. The actual best team is a team that shows up when the lights are bright, when it's a one-and-done game with everything on the line. To me, that is the best team. You know, people criticize in football the 07 Giants. Oh, the 16-0 Patriots in a 7-game series. They obviously would have won. Well, too stinking bad. They should have showed up when it mattered. Huh? Isn't that more important? Isn't that more realistic to real life? You know what I'm saying? You got to put on when it's important. Okay, so I think that makes a far superior product. And finally, solution number 3. I should have put number 3. But we need to remove gambling. Okay, this was not addressed in the videos or the concerns, but it ruins the credibility of the sport. 100%. You got players taking time off, messing up people's parlays. I know there of at least one notable NBA player, if not more, who have just been banned from the league for selling on purpose. Now, I don't gamble whatsoever, okay? I'm not a complaining gambler here. I just think it ruins the credibility of the sport. You wonder, are they doing this for money? Is this guy breaking his throws, trying to get his under, Are the refs kind of rigging it? There is the credibility of the sport, and I would say the same for NFL football. I want it out of football. It also makes the fans degenerate, okay? Certainly, we want more trash talk, but a lot of the separation might stem from that. Where instead of just normal trash talk, it's getting nasty. They're sending horrible DMs. They're just being gross because they think LeBron James lost them $1,000, okay? So the sport is not as credible, and it's making the fans far more nasty, okay? And here are some of the concerns. I don't know if you're a gambling addict. You might have a problem with it. So what about the extra revenue? Who cares? It doesn't matter, okay? Killing the integrity of your sport for some extra bucks, it's like short-term thinking. It's kind of like drugs. It's like, okay, yeah, if you do crack, you might feel good for like 10 hours, but now you're a full-blown addict, you feel awful, and you're probably ending up in a jail cell. Okay, so yeah, short-term, yeah, we get all this money in, and we've just ruined the integrity of our sport. All our fans are addicted to gambling. The whole thing is a mess. Okay? It is not worth the money. And you might say, what about my parlay? Stop. Stop gambling. Put down the parlay. Get off the Prize Picks. Get off the DraftKings. Just stop gambling. You're ruining your life. Anyway, that is my presentation on how to fix the NBA. I would like you to comment down below your thoughts. Okay, we can have a civil discussion. Let's not be rude. Let's not be toxic. Okay, you can head to the comment sections and have a civil discussion. But this has been your boy Choir Captain. Like and subscribe to join the choir crew, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.